Hello YouTube. It's been a long time since I last vlogged or spoke to you guys. But I feel like this is something that maybe I should continue doing just to help people understand a little bit more about anorexia and what it actually does. So I've been in recovery now for 3 years in January. At some points those 3 years have been the worst of my life, but most of the time it was the best thing I ever did, and I love life. I would never go back. Does that mean that I am better? Sure, I'm weight restored, so it may look like I'm better. I'm a hell of a lot better than I was, but it doesn't mean that it's gone. It doesn't mean I'm okay. And I think it's okay to allow yourself to feel like that sometimes. Everyone expects you to be the girl who recovered and not have a bad day. Well, today I came home from work and I have noticed for a few days now that my waist is substantially bigger than it should be in my eyes. So I measured it. Should I have measured it? No. Did it give my anorexia power? Yes. Would I have ended up doing it anyway? Yes. So there's not a case of, oh, you shouldn't have done it, because if I didn't do it, it would have driven me crazy anyway. Weird thing being is my weight actually isn't the highest it's been since recovery. It's alright. It's not its highest. It's not what I want it to be. But it's healthy. I, however, now have to deal with the rest of the day, possibly tomorrow, however long it takes for my brain to kick her out of the anorexia, shouting at me, telling me how pathetic and vile and worthless and just utterly embarrassing I am, and what a waste of space I am, to be honest. I have to listen to that now until my brain finds a way to cope, which it does now. It doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make the thought of wanting to physically cut the fat off of you better. It doesn't help when you want to tie a tape measure around your waist so tight just to get it back to what it was, just so you can see the number. Do you know what I mean? It's bizarre that your whole world can crumble over a number, when actually I'm happy. I enjoy life. I enjoy work. But I've known for a while that I wasn't happy with my waist. I've had a lot of medical issues recently, and I don't think the medication for that has helped the situation. But I now have to try and deal with my actions, which have compromised my mental health. But again, I will reiterate that it probably wasn't my actions at all. Anorexia becomes a part of you. You feel compelled to do that. There's a set of scales at my doctor's that were there last August, and for the first time about 2 months ago, I managed to walk out of the surgery without weighing myself. But it got to the point I would weigh myself. I would drive by and have to go in to weigh myself because I was compelled to do so. It likes to have the power to make you feel worthless and pathetic. So far, she's doing a pretty good job today of doing that. I'm supposed to be modelling for a fashion show on Saturday, which I physically feel sick about doing because I don't want anyone to see my body. I'm so cross with it and angry with myself. But why should I be? You know, my body has had a month from hell. It's been in and out of intensive care. It's been intubated. It's not had an easy ride of things, and it hasn't had an easy ride of things for a long time. But I still put it through the same shit over and over again. And it just seems utterly bizarre to me that I keep doing it over and over again, when actually I'm trying to move on with my life. I'd like to know if anyone out there who has recovered still goes through these phases. I would like to know if anyone knows how to deal with them, how to look at yourself in a camera without wanting to pull at the fat on your cheeks and under your neck, and just when it feels like all you want to do is rip with claws every inch of your skin off. And yet, I don't want to do that. I'm happy. I've just crashed because of one thing. Because I made the mistake of listening to the compelling thought that I needed to use a tape measure and see how big my waist was, when I already knew it was bigger. So why did I need to reaffirm that and make everything 10 times worse? I don't know. But for those of you who don't know what anorexia is like, and think that people recover and are recovered, I am recovered, yeah. Am I better? Yeah. Will I be able to deal with anorexia? Hopefully one day. Is she still there? Yes. Don't think anorexia is all about being thin and being on death's door and having NG tubes shoved down your nose and all of the stuff that the media show you, and rib cages. And it's not that, because it's also a daily battle of your mental health as well. I may not be underweight anymore, but I still have anorexia because I will always have it. It will always be there. And again, I am happy to answer any questions on the subject. I am happy to help anyone out if they are struggling, so just